Hey friend, and welcome to my channel. I'm Angelique. So today I'm coming to you with yet another new unit from the Bobbi Boss Glueless Lace Front Wig collection. This one is in the style MBLF402 Beatrix and it's in the color number 1B. So here's what the stock card for her is looking like. In this unit is going to be available in 6 special colors. So as far as the cap construction on this one, you are going to get those 2 combs that are right in the front next to that 13x4 HD lace parting space. And then you're also going to get a comb in the back as well as your adjustable straps, and this one is going to come with a pre-attached elastic band. The elastic band is adjustable. This one was made on a mesh wig cap. So first off, I'm just going to go in with my Ebin lace tint spray in the color medium dark brown and start tinting my lace. And here's what the lace is looking like after I've tinted it. Now I'm just gonna slap this bad boy on the wig head so you guys can see exactly what it's looking like. This is definitely gonna be a full unit, you guys. The curls on this one are beautiful. As far as the hairline on this one, you guys, this one was not really plucked at all, just like the previous Bobbi Boss units I've reviewed. So now I'm just gonna show you guys what the hairline's actually looking like. When it comes to the wigs in these new Bobbi Boss units that I've reviewed, I feel like they did the bare minimum when it came to plucking these units out. They do list them as pre-plucked, but I feel like the pre-plucked is so minimal that they shouldn't even be listing it, honestly, especially with a lot of the units that we've seen nowadays with how plucked they are. This is just not doing it for me. So I just decided to go in and start plucking it out. As you can see, I started by making sort of an M parting space, and then I start plucking behind the area that I've parted out. I'm not plucking on the actual parting space itself, I'm plucking behind it just so I don't have any crazy lines of demarcation or anything like that. And of course, what I do to one side, I am doing on the other one. So I tend to go in a back and forth motion, making sure that what I'm doing on one side, I'm doing on the other, just so I can keep that plucking consistency the same across both sides and make it look consistent and not any bit crazy. So I'll start off by parting a little bit here in the front, pluck behind the area that I've parted out, pull some more hair down, and then pluck behind it again, and then I just move in that motion going backwards. And I like to do it this way before flipping all the hair forward and plucking the very front, just because it helps me sort of retain the realism as far as having a hairline that's a little bit more dense in the back and definitely more thin in the front. So this definitely helps to achieve that look. And as you can see, when I'm parting, I've kept the consistency of that M shape when it comes to parting out both sides. And you can see right here, I'm plucking not on the actual line that I've parted, but behind it, because you can see the denseness of this hair. So I'm just getting to work and plucking it out. And then you can see I've brushed the hair all the way back just to check my progress, and I'm plucking on top of the hairline. You guys, when it comes to all of the wigs in this collection, honestly, all of them, the hairlines were super dense for, so it was definitely a good amount of work that I had to put in. It was definitely time consuming, but in my opinion, this unit specifically, I feel like it was absolutely worth it. I really like this unit. I like this one the best out of all of them, honestly. So this is one I didn't necessarily mind putting the work in that much for, because I feel like the end look was absolutely worth it. And now you can see that I've combed the hair out again. I'm just working in a back and forth process because I still wasn't really liking how the hairline looked. I feel like it was still a bit dense, so I just decided to pull out the smallest amount of hairs in the front and then start plucking behind there. And even before combing the hairs back into the hairline, I feel like you guys can tell like the progress is definitely coming together. You can see I put a lot of work into it. I didn't fully record every single clip because this video would have been super long, but I just wanted to show you kind of the progress that I took as far as plucking it. And now I'm just gonna go in with my Femme Silicone Mist, and this is gonna be a heat protectant, and it also adds a natural shine and luster to the hair. So before I add any heat to the hair, I'm just gonna go ahead and spritz this along the hairline. And this is gonna be yet another baby hairless install. So after I've spritzed that Femme Silicone Mist, I'm just going in with my hot comb and applying that around the hairline just so I can get those baby hairs into the hairline and get it laid nice and flat. And then I just wanted to show you guys a comparison of how it looked before I plucked it out versus how it looked after I plucked it out. And I feel like you can definitely tell the difference. Like I said, it was super dense before, and now I feel like it's giving more realistic. So now I'm just gonna install it in my head. And you guys, once again, they were right when they said that this one is gonna be a glueless wig, because I was able to wear this one glueless. As far as the cap size on this one, I'm definitely gonna say it's small, medium, and possibly big head friendly. I did have to go in and adjust the adjustable straps as tight as they can go, and the cap does have some stretch to this. So I feel like if you do have a larger size head, you should be okay to get away with wearing this one. That's probably one of the best things that I can say about this collection, is for the most part, I was able to wear all of them glueless, and this one was no different. And when it came to cutting my lace off, I did just go in with my scalloped pinking shears just so that I can cut it in sort of a wavy motion, and that definitely did help with my blend down for sure. And you can see, even with me just doing minimal work when it came to installing it on my head, aside from the plucking, it's definitely fitting the way that it should be fitting, and it's definitely blending in pretty good already, even without no concealer. So now what I'm going in to do is I'm just going to start creating some layers for this wig. I noticed that all of the hair is pretty much one length. It's super long, so I just wanted to give it some dimension and start adding some face framing layers to it. So after I've sectioned the hair out from the front, I'm just going in with my hair razor and starting to cut the layers into this one. And I'm going in a downward diagonal motion just so that the cuts aren't going to be super blunt, and it's going to look more natural and like it's flowing in a natural direction versus it just being very choppy. As far as the texture on this one, you guys, they do list it as a human hair blend, and I feel like it absolutely is. The texture feels super nice. It's definitely not silky, which I was a fan of. It's very soft. I didn't really get much tangling or shedding, honestly, which I was really happy with, and the quality of the hair itself just seemed really nice. The fact that I was able to run my fingers through it and everything and wasn't dealing with like the hair pooping up and getting snags and shedding, I feel like was a super good sign. So this is what it's looking like after I've added those layers. As far as the density on this one, you guys, this one is definitely going to be a full unit. It's super lightweight on my head, but the density is sitting at around 180% for sure. So this is going to be for the girls that like the big hair. This look, honestly, I just feel like was super beautiful. So now I'm just going to go in with my concealer from Juvia's palette in the color Jodit and just start adding that into the lace. And then I'm just going in with my bristle brush and making sure I'm not getting any humpiness. And then additionally going in with the hot comb again, just to make sure that the hair is sitting the way that I want it to sit. So that is what it's looking like, you guys. Like I said, I feel like this absolutely is my favorite one when it comes to this collection, because number one, the quality of the hair. Number two, the fact that I was able to wear it glueless for sure. Number three, just the density, the texture. I feel like this look is just very pretty. It's definitely vacation approved, summer approved. It may be a little bit hot in the summer because like I said, it's a lot of hair, but it's just really much giving me the vibe that I want. So now I'm just gonna go in as always and show you guys multiple styling options. And here's where you can see that this unit is gonna be easy, just because as I'm showing you guys me styling it, it didn't take too much at all. I wasn't dealing with issues when I was parting it and trying to get different styles going, so it was pretty effortless to go from one style to the next. And as I showed you guys, I didn't add any adhesive on this, so I'm able to do these styles glueless without any adhesive. Very minimal product, so I'm absolutely here for that. And when it comes to these new Bobbi Boss wigs, honestly, I feel like they would have been much more for me if they had gone in and plucked the hairline out much more. I was kind of surprised because when it came to the old Bobbi Boss 13x7 collection, those hairlines were done beautifully. So I was a little bit disappointed that when it came to all these new ones that I tried out, the hairline was just very minimally plucked. I wasn't necessarily expecting that. As a whole though, I was happy that I did go in and pluck them out so I could get their full potential. And like I said, specifically for this one, I feel like this one was absolutely worth it. Out of all the ones that I've reviewed from the Bobbi Wells collection, this is one I probably would pick up again because I just feel like it was really beautiful, even though I had to put in all that work when it came to plucking, honey. And the price point for this one is going to be $33.94. So price points for these aren't too bad, but I feel like if you're somebody who doesn't want to do all that extra work, I probably would just suggest picking up one that's a little bit more money that has a better plucked out hairline, because like I said, it definitely was work to pluck all of these units out. It was a lot of hair that I had to pull out from these to get a sort of realistic look. So as far as my cons and my pros on this unit, like I just vented about, my number one con is just gonna be the hairline. I wish the hairline was plucked out more than it actually was and I didn't have to put in all that additional work, because this would have been such an easy and quick effortless install if I didn't have to pluck it out as much as I did. But that's gonna be honestly the only con that I have when it comes to this unit. As far as my pros on it, I feel like the texture is beautiful, the density is amazing and exactly what I was looking for. I love big hair, so this one was absolutely for me. The fact that you get that 13x4 parting space, you can part it and style it exactly how you want it. The quality of the hair, just as a whole, I feel like this unit was very beautiful. The fact that I was able to wear it glueless and use minimal product, especially with summertime coming, honey, you don't want to have to be doing all that extra applying different products and stuff to get your unit to lay down, and then it's hot and sweating. So I feel like it was really good that I didn't have to use a bunch of additional products to get this unit to sit the way that I wanted it to sit. And as a whole, like I said, I feel like I would pick this one up again, and it was worth the work for me in my opinion. So that's pretty much all I have to say about this unit. I hope you guys found this video helpful. If it was, just make sure you give me a like, give me a subscribe, comment down below any of the units or pick up in any of the colors, honey. And until then, I hope to see you guys soon. Bye.